I'm here with Mr. Samuel Vetrak, who's the CEO of StudentMarketing, a research and business development company based in Slovakia. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for calling me.
I understand you are engaged in research, business development of student travel marketing. Tell us a little bit of what your company does.
StudentMarketing is a standard research and business development company that is focused on using student travel industry. We actually help governments, NTOs, and individual associations or businesses to identify business opportunities and find accurate business solutions that may help increase their business.
NTOs, National Tourism Organizations,
yes,
okay, destinations.
And DMOs, yeah.
I understand you just completed and shared with a membership of the World Youth Student Travel Educational Confederation report about student travel market. Can you tell me the key points that stood out that you thought was surprised you in the data, in your findings?
First and foremost was the size and volume, size and value of the market. Like now, it's use on student travel represents over 20% of overall global tourism, and so it's not only increasing but important to global tourism, and also its value, like representing over 180 billion market value, means that that was the size. It was firstly measured or sized recently in these years. Second thing was the cross-sector trends. So businesses on both receiving and sending side of this industry tend to have more programs and products in portfolio. So in these terms, they start to upsell and sell more things to the same customer. The third trend was really surprising. That
before you move on to the third trend,
okay,
what do you mean sell more things? What kind of things?
Like if there is sending organizations being in, for example, exchange or work experience sector, now they're moving also to education or volunteer travel. So they sell more. They promote more programs, not only the one.
Okay, so basically, I want to clarify for our audience: student travel, youth travel, comprise of course leisure travel. You have gap travel, the year abroad for usually volunteering type things. You have language studies, big stuff. You have au pair. You have, what am I missing here? You have, of course, everybody knows about vacation travel, let's go spring break and those type of trips.
Sure.
But and they're usually companies that specialize in each. So now they are crossing over. That's what you're saying.
Yes, that's correct. You have language travel, higher education, high schools abroad, volunteer, gap year abroad, backpackers, working travelers, working holiday makers. Yeah. So.
And what was the third point that stood out for you?
The third point was actually the trend to meaningful travel. So educational sectors like higher education or language travel are really performing well in terms of numbers and revenues. So they are quite resilient to economic downturns. They are steadily increasing and performing better than other sectors and better than global tourism in general. So it seems that today's young traveler appreciates content, and is interested in having benefit of learning some experience abroad. Therefore, the educational programs or programs with content are pretty much on increasing demand.
In terms of distribution, marketing by these companies, anything special that stood out? Of course, a lot of them rely on internet and probably more on social media beginning now. And they use agents, what general sales agents, I'll call them, in different markets. Anything special that stood out for you of how they market and distribute the product?
Regarding distribution channels, I can say that online bookings are not increasing that much as in global travel. Youth travelers still depend and prefer agents. Agents are the main booking channel, and their usage is not decreasing but increasing. Major players in this industry are building new stone offices, surprisingly.
What kind of offices?
Stone offices, street-level offices.
Street-level, brick and mortar, okay.
So businesses rather invest in let's say, the B2B channel. So providers with agents and end customers that use agents. So, but end customers actually use internet for research, probably inquiries, but they finally tend to book through an agent or sending organizations finally. So overall trend is that agents are not on decrease but increase.
Well, I mean, these student products, they're not cheap, right? I mean, they're a few thousand, $2,000 to $1,000 on up per purchase.
Yes.
Our audience, Travel Mall's audience, comprised of a lot of travel agencies, travel agents, who are usually not in the loop for distributing, marketing these products, except for like Kontiki holidays, you know, type of thing. Do you have any suggestions or any insight on how the travel agency distribution chain may be able to get involved with language study abroad, more with gap years, high school programs, etc.?
Let me answer your questions two ways. One, the average spend or expenditures of youth travelers is in between $1,000 and $6,000. So probably the global tourism audience or overall population have not actually realized the spending power of youth traveler, because once the youth traveler goes abroad, she or he spends a lot of money, and it's not only the product price that is quite usually more expensive than vacation or holiday, okay? But also the expenditures after arrival to the destination, and this creates an opportunity for businesses to realize that the business might not be in quantity of students like it is in other tourism sectors, but in higher revenues earned per customer, which is actually the case in student travel, that the businesses can make money on not volume but on the margins or the overall price of the product. Does it answer your question?
Well, I think somebody listening to this, a travel agency owner, a manager, would say, I still don't know how do I get involved with study abroad, language study trips, high school trips. How would I source the product and get hold of the operator of these products and negotiate so I can make a commission and be educated, so my staff, or at least a designated staff, can be educated on how to sell it and understand the product.
Okay, so you mean how to get the good product to portfolio, right?
Yes.
Basically, there are either associations that group reliable businesses or trade shows that bring reliable businesses at one place, and you can basically meet providers of these products,
Such as this conference.
for example, or there might be another platforms like roadshows and trade missions that these agents can sign up and meet reliable businesses, or in addition there might be an individual bespoke sales trips where the individual agent or sending organization can meet providers in the destination and make the negotiation in office. And does it answer the question?
Yes, thank you. I realize the normal travel agency distribution, there's a big learning curve. There's some expressions you use that they may not even, it's not normally used in that market. But I would like to say that those interested in getting in student travel should contact WISE, World Youth Student Travel Education, World Youth Student
and
Educational Travel Confederation. With this, Samuel Vetrak, CEO of Student Marketing, thank you very much. For those interested and to learn more about their work, you can go to their website, student-market.com.
Thank you.